The XTU J7, is it a good doorbell camera? We're gonna find out today. Hey guys, welcome back to the Harvest channel. My name is Ivan and today we are looking at this doorbell camera from XTU, the J7 model. The company contacted me a couple weeks ago and they asked me if they want to check out this one, since I have several different ones on my channel and I kind of really am inclined of reviewing and I liking these kind of doorbell cameras. Especially the ones with the built-in battery. This is what this one is offering as well. And I wanted to see how the quality is going to be, the mounting process and everything else. Normally these wireless built-in battery cameras are much easier to install and operate with. So I was curious to see how this is going to be. And here it is today. So as always, we're going to go through the unboxing, overview, installation, and at the end I'm going to have my conclusion. But right off the bat, I can say I have several things that I really like about this camera. One being the built-in 5000 milliamp battery. I'm foreseeing something between 3 and 4 months, depending on the traffic you have in front of your door. This is what I've experienced in the past with similar models and similar battery capacity. So you're looking at 3-4 charges per year, which is not bad at all. And the other interesting thing with this one is actually coming with the hood, which you have to mount, and then the camera nests inside and it provides a little bit of cover, so if it rains it's not going to be raining on top of the camera right away, which is nice because even if it's water resistant or waterproof, you're still going to have some drops all over the lens, which will impede the vision of it. But that's some of the things I noticed right away. Without further ado, we're going to move into the unboxing and the installation, and after that we're going to talk about it in conclusion. So what's inside the box of the XTU J7? We're going to look at real quick. Before that, some of the features outlined for this model. We have 1080p recording, clear night vision, person recognition detection. We have real-time alert, wireless chime, full duplex audio. You can talk through the app, and the wireless doorbell. We have rechargeable built-in battery and local plus cloud storage. And let's see what's inside the box. So right at the top we have some stickers from XTU, 24-hour monitoring, a good thing to know. Lifetime warranty card, okay. Now if you want to stick these somewhere around the outside of the house, that's kind of maybe beneficial to deter some of the possible people that are trying to enter your house. User manual, very nice, all in English. Perfect to see, well explained. I love these user manuals because they provide a lot of useful information. And right on the top we have the camera with this kind of a protective shell which goes on top of it. This is going to be for mounting, so you can mount this onto the frame of the door. Of course, we're going to go through the mounting operation and see how everything is done, how easy this can be mounted on the side of your door or at your door or whatever location you want to do. And this is the camera, pretty compact, actually smaller than my 360 doorbell. We're gonna peel that off when we actually install it outside. Button on the front and the camera. We have charging port right here covered by rubber. Very nice. That way we are unfortunately micro SD, but it is what it is. At least it's protected, so there will be no dirt or other foreign objects coming inside. Snugly close it with this rubber protector. And then on the other side we have the speaker, and right here with this flap we have the reset button and on and off switch right there, plus the slot for micro SD card if we want to put that in and have our local storage. Again, very well protected by that rubber. And on the back we have some information. Here will be our security, kind of security lock, because if we mount this onto the wall and then we put the camera right here, we can secure it with a screw, and that way nobody will be able to just take it off and run away. They're gonna have to put some work by the time the camera will hopefully take some good images of them. Good shell cover, and you push it back and kind of clicks into place, and a little bit of a overlap to protect maybe from the rain. So that's kind of a good design. And we have the wireless chime inside. They're even providing you batteries, because this wireless chime actually uses batteries and additionally a micro USB. So these are long life 1.5 volt batteries that can get you started. If you want to place this chime somewhere around the house that there's no charger, well, there's no plug, not really a charger, but this is where they go, right here in the back. And if you don't want to use the batteries, you just can plug micro USB, regular charger somewhere and have it this way. And then we have the speaker, and on top 3 buttons with the volume settings. As you can see here on the side, we have battery options or input, 5 volts, micro USB, that's the Chime 06. And finally, we have some tools also provided right here for us. We have a small screwdriver that we can use. We have the screws to mount it onto the wall or side of the frame, micro USB to USB-C cable, and we have that security screw right here that we're going to be using to secure the camera in place. But again, we're going to do all that and install it. That way you guys can see how easily that can be installed. We're going to look at the app as well and see what kind of functionality the app is providing and how can we use this camera doorbell with the application. So back into the box and on to the actual installation process, and then we're going to talk about it at the end. So as a precursor to the installation, it's always great to go over the user manual, check out some of the tips their company is giving you, follow the steps they're providing, and make sure that you're not lost around it. So luckily this user manual is very nice, printed in English. After that, I've installed the batteries into the wireless Chime, just have it ready for the pairing process, which is very easy and very quick. Pop the batteries in, close the back, and you're good to go. Scan the app from the page of the user manual. The app is called Cloud Edge, very easy to install.
Please power on the device.
Follow the spoken instructions.
Press the bell button and tap next.
The whole setup process probably lasts no more than 5 minutes. That's what I experienced. It was extremely easy, probably one of the easiest ones I've seen so far from a similar app and similar doorbells. So yeah, just follow that, plug in your wireless password so the doorbell can get connected to it. Keep in mind it's only 2.4 G, so that shouldn't be a surprise since all these devices are pretty much using the same thing. And from there, scan the QR code, and a couple of moments later you'll be all synced and connected. From that point you can finish the installation and you will be presented with the main screen where you can see right away live view of the camera. Quick overview of the app. We're going to check out, we have the motion detection right there. Sensitivity we can check, by default is on 3, but if you want to be more sensitive, obviously you can adjust it to 5. Day detection and night detection, if you have any recordings, that will show up there as well. Cloud storage, this actually is one of my negatives here. They only give you 7 days free, and after that you have to pay. So if you want to avoid that, just pop in your own micro SD card and use your own storage to store the videos and events that are happening. And these are the settings inside the app. Basic functionality, speaker volume, voice message, 24-hour clock or 24. Night vision mode is going to be set by default automatic. Power management, that's going to show you what the battery is left. And the wireless chime, there you go, you can pair it from here. And chime reminder, when the visitor rings the doorbell, the bell rings and the chime as well. Back to the main menu, we have a few other things here. Device share is where you can add family members and friends so they can look at the camera footage as well. And you have temper alarm, motion detection again here. In recording management, you can set up the length of the recording, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and 30 seconds, depending on how long you want it to be done. And this is the latest firmware version. By the way, I already got one update, so hopefully they're going to continue to push some updates right there. We have history, we have the live view, and yeah, from the live view you can change from standard definition to high definition, which is 1080p. And once you select that, actually the image becomes very, very clear, especially at daytime. You can see a lot of details on the screen. We'll show you the bit rate of the connection. And with the corner button, you can switch to full screen. And again, you see how clear everything looks. Perfect, even on a cloudy day like this, during the daytime, it looks very, very nice. You can tap on the screen and bring the menus, and from here you can take a screenshot, start recording right away, hear the audio, and switch again back to standard definition or high definition. Quickly to the installation now. Super easy and fast, less than 5 minutes. You have 2 screws, just grab that protective shell, find the placement for you where you want to place it, screw the first one on top. That I found that to be easier, that way I can align it correctly, and then screw the bottom one, and that's pretty much it for the installation. You have 2 screws and that's it. Inside that shell, now you can place your doorbell camera and camera in the spot. Perfect fit. The last step we're gonna have here is just to screw that tiny security screw at the bottom to prevent people walking away with the camera and leaving you without it. Just remember next time before you're taking the camera off or charging to disable the alarm. Conclusion time, the XTU J7 and the things that I've experienced and what I like about this camera and what I didn't like that much about it. Installation process extremely easy. 2 screws to your frame of your door and off you go. That's about it. Keep in mind you got to charge the camera before you place it in, so you'll spending maybe 2-3 hours to fully charge it because it comes with some charge from the factory. Fully charge it, put it in. If you want to have local storage, put some SD card, micro SD card before you mount it, and you'll be good to go. And this kind of leads me to one of my biggest negatives. There's no free cloud storage, at least for 24 hours or 48 hours. I've seen some other brands that at least gives you a day or 2 for that cloud storage for free. Where here, if you want to store any of the videos, unfortunately, you're going to have to place your own SD card in the doorbell, and that way you're going to be able to store some of those videos or events that are happening. And this is kind of the major negative in my part. The rest of it, I'm very impressed. Slim body, well designed, well constructed. You have a good mounting hood on top of it that you can easily take the camera in and out. Security screw, they've provided all the screws, screwdriver, even some spare ones. So definitely everything that you need to install it and get you going is in the package. A good user menu in English. We have a nice apps on both Android and iOS. Functionality of the app is very good. You can share the app or the device with your family members, friends if you want to. Update for the firmware came right away. Excellent. The 1080p HD view during the day is great. I will be curious to see how it's going to be at night, but expecting to be on par with the cameras I have and some of the other ones I've seen that have a similar sensor. So you're looking at a good performance. Motion detection can be adjusted, the sensitivity, so not only when somebody presses the button, but when it's a movement or a person coming in front of the door, we'll be able to trigger that motion detection and record, of course, if you have that micro SD card installed inside the camera, so you'll be able to review that later. So the Chime, I like the functionality that has batteries and can be plugged in also with micro USB cable directly into a USB charger. That way, if you don't moving it around the house, you just take the batteries out, plug it into the micro USB and place it somewhere where you can hear it. Speaking of hearing it, it's very loud, so make sure you lower down the volume a little bit unless you have a huge house, but you'll be able to hear that chime from a big distance. And once somebody presses the button outside on the camera, dual-way audio communication is very good. The phone rings right away, you can answer it, talk to the person, see the person and all that stuff. So the functionality wise is great. Pricing, I think under $70, this is a good option as well. There's some competitors that offer similar cameras with much higher price. And at the end of the day, realistically, the only big negative I can see is that cloud storage. But again, if you put your own SD card, you're gonna have that cloud storage in place. So really don't need to worry about that much. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to support this channel, check out the link in the description below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, check out some of my other videos. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.